I know I seem like I'm being silly, but I'm sitting here waiting. Let's try this again. So I think I know what's going on. It might be time for me to get a new computer, but I am in denial about that. Anyway, we're gonna try this again. It's my second time. Had some technical difficulties. For those of you who are joining, I am Felicia Jones, and you are on the page of Keep Up with Mrs. Jones. And today I'm going to talk about expanding my financial knowledge, and now it's going to be your turn. We're going to cover getting back financially after a divorce, credit cards, paying check, living paycheck to paycheck, all those money things. Because what I have learned after joining Daily Blast Live and doing the financial segments every couple of weeks, it is forcing me to dive a little bit deeper into personal finance world. And I actually never really did that. I mainly stayed with the budgeting and with the business side of things, but I've been covering a little bit more on the personal finance and outside of just debt. And I think this is going to be really crucial because I want you to pay attention to some things that I have learned or had started researching as well. Let me get all this stuff out of my face. So, for those of you who are here, thank you so very much. If you are new to me, like I said, I'm Felicia Jones. I do a number of things. I'm on television. And I give financial advice. I also am a speaker, and I run a company called I Find You Clothes that helps speakers find more stages so they can speak on. And today is my recording day, so I got to go get the nails done, get all of this stuff done today. So if you want to follow along with my recording day, you have to go follow me over on Instagram so you can see all of the behind the scenes of, kind of some of the things that I do each day over there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. The next thing is I'm trying to get fancy with all of my stuff. So we got our title, so we're going to take that off. I'm going to put my logo up and my name. I'm Felicia Jones. That's me. And what I really want to talk to you about is I have been expanding my financial knowledge from being on Daily Blast Live. And this is one of the things I will say as a business owner, you really do need to kind of step out of your comfort zone because your comfort zone you just stay comfortable. Whereas with Daily Blast Live, it has really forced me to answer quite a few questions that I would never typically answer because I've always just focused on the budgeting side and the business side of things. So here are a couple of things that I really want you to pay attention to. And of course, I've launched a brand new YouTube channel. So if you want to go and see all of the videos that I'm going to be talking about, I want you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me at Keep Up with Mrs. Jones. I'll put the link down at the bottom. But here are a couple of things that I want you to pay attention to, and you can go watch the full videos over on YouTube. So the first thing, one of the questions I had to cover was single women and money. Now, it was really interesting because, I am a Mrs. Right now. And I know I'm just saying right now, but being married, you really don't think that much about single women and finances. And one of the questions that came in was, how do I manage money as a single woman? And, the rules do change. And I talked about that on one of the segments. And a couple of things that you have to pay attention to is that you have to be on top of your money. There's no fallback plan. There's no Prince Harry coming to save you at that exact moment. He might, who knows? But you really have to stay on top of your finances as a single woman, especially right now because things are so fluid. And the other thing that kind of got me when I was doing the research around single women, and I researched this earlier in the year when I did a magazine article for the Women of Denver magazine, and it came to student loans. Now, here's the thing with single women, period. Single women get hit a little bit harder, but women get hit with this, and that's the student loans. Now, we know the student loan debt is like trillions and trillions of dollars, but women make up almost 2/3 of that debt. That is absolutely crazy to me. And a lot of it goes to, we've said that better education gets you better jobs. Women take on more student loan debt than anyone else trying to better their careers and trying to better themselves financially. But we also have the gender pay gap issue and wages. It's so many other things on the other side. But on the financial side, women take on almost 2/3 of the student loan debt, which goes back into some of the issues that women have when they are single. Is that, if you're not getting paid as much, you owe a lot, you get stressed, you get overwhelmed, and then you get into the debt situations. And you know what? If you want to go watch those videos, I'm telling you, go over to my YouTube channel. They're amazing. So here's the other thing. Today, I'm actually doing the recording on financial fraud. Financial fraud is absolutely crazy. And this question I'm answering today on today's segment. You can go follow me on Instagram if you want to see what's going on. But when it comes to financial fraud, oh my gosh, especially for our older adults, it is literally, my research says it's almost a $30 billion, I don't want to say industry, but $30 billion are lost almost annually when it comes to older adults and fraud. And today I'm going to be answering some things you could do to prevent it if you are an older adult, especially if you find yourself a little too trusting. Yeah, we don't need any of that. So I'm going to go over a couple of things when it comes to that, and being very protective of your credit and your personal information. And again, that goes back to one of the biggest things with single women and money is you gotta be so protective about your finances, and it is absolutely not. So for those of you, if you're tuning in live, thank you so very much. If you're watching later, I am Felicia Jones, and I'm talking about expanding my financial knowledge. So recently, I have been a financial contributor for Daily Blast Live. I gotta scratch my head. A financial contributor for Daily Blast Live, and it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone to go and do a little bit more research on other financial issues. Now here's the beautiful thing about being the expert in my lane. I didn't really expand very much, and Daily Blast Live is really forcing me to address personal finances in a very different way with some real world issues and things that I never really thought about. Here's the other one that we talked about on the show, and it is 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and it has nothing to do with how much money you are making. And all of these things dovetail back into managing your finances, taking care of debt, not going overboard with credit cards, and even student loans they are a huge contributor to any and all of that. And one of the biggest things that I've taken away is I really do want people to up their financial knowledge, because there are so many things that are about to happen that we can't really, I don't know. It's like we really can't control them. So it really is coming back on us to be very protective of our personal information, of our credit, of our finances, and of managing our finances. So it's been a lot of fun, but it was just something I really I have enjoyed paying attention to. For those of you who are here, just yell. I don't know, my internet's doing weird things, so I can't see anybody yet. So I'm just kind of going over a couple of financial ideas and tips and things that I really want you to pay attention to, because I've been expanding my financial knowledge, and I really want you to expand yours, because we really do have to be ready. And if you want to go watch any and all of these videos, I want you to go join me on YouTube. Am I pointing in the right direction? Go join me on YouTube, and you can watch all of those segments that were from Daily Blast Live, and definitely more tips on being a single woman in managing your finances, the difference between an IRA and a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. Today, I'm actually talking about financial fraud, which I'm kind of looking forward to because it was something I never really delved into. We talked about student loans, paying them off, how to negotiate to lower rates and everything, living paycheck to paycheck, doing a financial budget. We even talked about something fun. We lightened it up a little bit. I've even talked about bankruptcy, which is pretty heavy, but we lightened it up and talked about, spending, how much money you should be spending on clothing. So if you go over there, I hope you enjoy everything. As far as the little things that I'm doing, today is recording day at Daily Blast Live, so I have to go get the nails done, all the makeup stuff is going to be happening. If you want to follow the behind the scenes, you can watch the videos that I'll post on YouTube in a couple of days, or you can just join me over on Instagram and you can kind of see me real time of what I'm doing in the process to go from this to like, wow. And yeah, and so for those of you who have been tuning into this channel, thank you so very much. And I actually do have to go because it's 9 o'clock, and after 9 o'clock, well, it's 8:55, but after 9 o'clock, we have to do income producing activities. So I got to go take off. There's my little kitty over there. Oh, she's over. Oh, wrong arm. I'm mirrored, so I'm backwards. So there's the kitty over there. Leave it, Aspen. Leave it. My dog just got in trouble. So with that, I have to sign off. I'll see you next week. Hopefully you join me over on YouTube. Take care. Happy budgeting. Bye.